Hi viewers, welcome to Subbo's Kitchen. I'm Soumya. Today in this episode, I'm going to show you how to make a traditional South Indian snack, Seedai. Seedai is one of the important Naivedyam dish we offer to Lord Krishna for Krishna Jayanti festival. There are two different varieties of Seedai we make. One is the salt Seedai, another is the sweet Seedai. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to make the salt or the savory Seedai. These salt seedai are small balls made out of rice flour and we deep fry them till they are becoming crunchy and munchy. I used to remember my mom used to make large quantity of this Uppu Seedai for Krishna Jayanti, and I know this is a very tiresome effort but still worth of making it.
Many of us are scared of doing this Uppu Seedai. Many of us even had a better experience in doing the salt seedai, as sometimes it may burst while frying in the oil. There are a few reasons why it is getting burst. If we know the precautionary steps, then we no need to be scared of. The rice flour and the urad dal flour should be very smooth for this dish. We also need to roll the dough into soft ball so that the air particles inside the dough try to come out while frying, and if the ball is very rigid, it may burst in the oil. Let's take a look on the ingredients. First, we need to soak the chana dal in water for 15 minutes before we start the process. Heat a pan, add the urad dal and dry fry the urad dal till it turns golden brown in color. Once the urad dal changes to nice golden brown, then switch off the flame and allow the urad dal to completely cool off, and take it to the mixer jar and grind it nicely to a smooth powder. Now our urad dal powder is ready. Sieve it twice to get a smooth urad dal flour. Now the urad dal flour is ready. Keep it aside. The next step is we need to dry roast the rice flour. You can also use the store-bought rice flour, but I have used the homemade rice flour. I have soaked the rice in water for 30 minutes, and then I have spread it in a clean white cloth to absorb its dampness, and then I have ground it in the mixer jar to a smooth flour. Now we have roasted the rice flour. We need it to run through the siever twice or thrice to get a smooth rice flour. For preparing the homemade rice flour, you can refer the Kodukattai video where I've given the detailed version of how to make the homemade rice flour. So my rice flour and the urad dal flour are both ready. Take a mixing bowl and add 11 measures of rice flour. I have used a ladle to measure it. You can use any cup or a ladle for this. Take 11 measures of rice flour and 1 measure of urad dal flour. This, I'm going to add the grated coconut. I have used the desiccated coconut, but if you are using freshly grated coconut, then you have to dry fry it till it changes to golden brown to get rid of its moisture. Add the soaked chana dal to the flours and also 1/4 teaspoon of hing and mix everything well. We need to add a tablespoon of butter along with salt and mix everything well. Sprinkle water little by little and knead all these flours to a nice and smooth dough. If the dough is very dry, then we may not be able to make small balls out of the dough. And if it is too watery, then it will be very tough, or it will take more time for drying, and then sometimes it may burst in the oil also. So it should be a smooth and soft dough like this. Our seedai dough is now ready. Next, we need to make small balls out of this dough and allow it to dry before frying. Spread a clean, nice white cloth and then grease your palm and fingers with oil. And then take the dough and make small ball out of the dough and put it in this towel for it to dry. It would be nice if it is small, then the seedai will be absolutely crispy after you fry it. If it is very big, sometimes the seedai will be chewy inside. So grease your palm, take small amount of dough and roll it into a ball and put it in the towel. This is a tedious process, but it's worth taking this pain because at the end we'll be having a crispy and crunchy seedai. Keep doing this step till all the dough is finished up. Don't roll the ball too rigid because when we fry these balls, the air particles inside the dough try to come out, and if the ball is very rigid, it may burst in the oil. Also, we need to allow these balls to dry for some time. Allow this seedai to dry for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we can take one plate full of seedai, and we are going to fry this seedai in batches. Do not allow the seedai to become too dry, because if it is too dry, it may split up or crackle in oil while frying. We are going to fry this seedai in batches. First, take a plate full of seedai. Heat oil in a pan for deep frying this seedai. Drop a single seedai on the oil, and then you make sure that it is not getting burst while frying. Allow this single seedai to deep fry till it becomes nicely golden brown in color. This is ready. Now we can confidently add a batch full of seedai to the pan. Add the plate full of seedai which we have already took it into the pan of oil and deep fry them till this seedai becomes nicely golden brown in color. Stir occasionally to make sure that it is not getting burnt up. You can see now the bubbles have stopped and the seedai has nicely turned golden brown in color. This is the right time to take them off from the oil. Use a slotted spoon and take this fried seedai and place it in a strainer or a paper tissue to drain the excess oil. If you drop a seedai on a floor, you can hear the nicely clinking sound. We need to fry this seedai in medium flame so that they are cooked nicely inside also. If we keep the flame too high, then the seedai will become red color, but the inner portion will not be cooked properly. Now the first batch of seedai is all fried. Repeat this same process to deep fry the rest of the seedai. The yummy and crunchy Uppu Seedai or the savory seedai is all ready for Naivedyam. Try this delicious and crunchy Uppu Seedai for this Krishna Jayanti and share your experience. I'll meet you all soon with another upcoming recipe. Please subscribe this channel for more interesting recipes. Thank you.